Hi, I'm Robert Resch, the COO of Asurface, and today we're going to talk about how to choose LVT so that it looks like wood at a third of the price. There's a lot of things to consider. So why consider using LVT? Well, for one, it's 2 to 3 times more economical than real wood. While wood may cost $8 to $25 a square foot, LVT costs anywhere from $2 to $5 a square foot. It looks like wood. It's considerably more economical, and if you have a 100,000 square foot project and you're considering wood or LVT, LVT could save you over $1 million in the project. It's worth taking a look. Some other considerations for LVT. It's water and moisture resistant. Unlike wood, LVT was designed not to absorb water. What does this mean? It can be used in virtually every area of the house. It can be used in kitchens, can be used in bathrooms. It's incredibly durable product. Can stand heavy traffic, never needs to be refinished, and it's very easy to clean. Clean water, a mop, a broom, non-abrasive cleaner. It's a great alternative. There are many important factors to consider when choosing LVT to look like wood. Perhaps one of the most important, aside from the actual color of the LVT, is the embossing of the LVT. Embossing is the surface of the LVT. There's different types of embossing, some more realistic than others. There's embossing that is random, where there are just random ticks along in the LVT surface itself, and while right on top of it, you may not notice, but when looking at it from the side, it's clearly evident. There's patterned embossing that follows a consistent pattern, but doesn't really follow the print of the film underneath the surface. And lastly, there is embossing in register. And this embossing perfectly follows the grain pattern, so much so that when you rub your hand along the surface, you feel the grain pattern much like you would feel if you were holding a piece of wood. It's an important consideration. Embossing does affect cost, although negligibly, over hundreds of thousands of square feet, could be considerable. Those are 3 types of embossing you'll want to consider before you choose your next LVT. So we talked about embossing. Now let's talk about edging. Edging's an important consideration when specifying or choosing an LVT product. There are generally 2 types of edging detail that you should consider. One is a square edge. A square edge is a perfectly squared off panel of LVT. When it's installed, it abuts and almost looks seamless. You have to really stand over it to see the next board. The other option is a beveled edge. A beveled edge, just as it sounds, is a rounded edge, much like with wood products today. And when you see it, you see a natural impregnation of each board. Closely resembles the wood product it's meant to. Okay, so we talked about embossing, we talked about edging. We're going to talk for just a moment about color. And what's pretty fantastic about LVT is you can choose any color you desire. As you can see here, just beneath the wear layer, there is a print film. And this print film is an actual image of wood. This can be colored any color in the Pantone color chart. So if you have an idea, design idea, and you want a color that's not replicated in nature, it can be created for LVT. If you found this information useful today, click on the button below. Shoot us an email. We'll send you a free LVT binder. In it, you'll find useful technical information. You'll be able to really see and touch our LVT, get a better feel for how it'll fit in your next project.